Hello, Brick. As I've said numerous times, these are unprecedented times. And I've greatly appreciated your patience, understanding, and cooperation as we have navigated through them together. This could very well be the most challenging times we've experienced as individuals, families, communities, and a nation as a whole. The impact of this pandemic created change on a number of levels, and one of the most significant has been education. First, let me say how thankful and appreciative I am of the hard work of our staff and administrative team, especially Ms. McNamara and our District Restart Committee. Our District Restart Committee is made up of almost 50 people representing administrators, Board of Education members, teachers, parents, and community members. We also have building level pandemic teams led by the school principals that are in place, and we've set up specific restart email addresses for each school. The governor's NJDOE restart plan provides specific guidelines and requires school districts to offer some type of in-person instruction. Guidelines include, but are not limited to, transportation capacity limits, face mask requirements, health screenings, cohort confinements, and more. Under these guidelines, BRIC would not be able to educate 100% of our student population in person at once. Thus, as we stated last week, BRIC schools will start with a weekly hybrid schedule in September. Our planning mindset's central focus is on health, safety, and wellness. With that in mind, I'd like to share with you our Brick Township Public Schools Safe Restart Plan for the 2020-2021 school year. Over 60% surveyed indicated a preference for this weekly hybrid with alternating in-person and virtual remote. Based on the New Jersey Department of Education's The Road Back, Restart, and Recovery Plan for Education's guidance, where we have met and in many cases exceeded, our district restart model is a combination of in-person instruction and remote learning. In this weekly hybrid schedule, 50% of the student population would be an in-person Monday, Wednesday cohort, and the remaining 50% of the student population would be an in-person Tuesday, Thursday cohort. This in-person schedule will rotate with alternating days of virtual learning, and everyone will be virtual on Fridays. In terms of scheduling, siblings will be assigned to the same cohort schedule across grade levels and buildings. Also, pre-K, bilingual, MD, BD, LLD, and autistic programs will be in person Monday through Thursday. Our hybrid model is very different from the remote learning plan we offered in the spring. In the spring, we developed the model in response to a crisis with ever-changing timelines. This model was flexible and based on the resources of our families at that time. With students sharing devices, we could not implement synchronous instruction with live teaching at a scheduled real time. It became our priority to use federal funding through the CARES Act to purchase devices so that in September, every student will have access to instruction with a district-issued device. In our hybrid or brick and click model, attendance will be taken each day for students who are in person in the brick and mortar, brick setting, or participating virtually, our click setting. A dynamic technology package will enable virtual learners to participate in morning meetings and receive instruction through the interactive whiteboard, Screencastify, and other technology applications at scheduled times throughout the school day. Students who have selected a remote program will be assigned to a class and participate each day as a click student. Google Classroom will be utilized as our main interactive digital platform for completing assignments, facilitating communication, and providing feedback. One platform supports families by providing a consistent tool among all grade levels. An FAQ document will be communicated next week based on questions and feedback to the building level pandemic team's restart emails. Also, further information next week on remote teaching and instruction simulations and other documents will all be forthcoming. We will also be revising our 2020-2021 district calendar to include staff professional development days that'll take place from September 1st to September 3rd. Students will begin Tuesday, September 8th, the day after Labor Day, with student orientation days that first week, so students can get acclimated to the protocols and procedures of this new schedule. Also, there will be an early dismissal schedule in place for the month of September as an acclimation period, and we will reassess after September as we further go along. I would be remiss if I did not recognize the financial and logistical hardships that many of our district's families will face with an anticipated altered school schedule. Unfortunately, creating this upcoming school year's calendar continues to present many challenges. As we move forward together, the district will be focused on health and safety and the delivery of high and quality instruction. We recognize that in-person learning is important, but public health is vital and should take precedence. Successful implementation of our plan is dependent on a shared responsibility of a mutual respect for each member of our community. I thank all of you in advance for your commitment to one another.